Hi guys, my name is Favor Ranipepul. I'm from River State, Okobonkor precise. I'm a food entrepreneur. My hobbies are playing, singing, dancing and acting and cooking also.
My names are Loveday Timi A, or Dino for short. I'm from Bayelsa State, and then I'm a makeup artist actually. And what I do for fun, I sing for fun.
Hello, my name is Victory Green. I am from River State, Bonny Island. I'm actually a student and I dance for fun.
I don't believe in love at first sight too, because I cannot really fall in love with somebody I don't really know. I don't know your background, I don't know what you do, I don't know the kind of person you are, so I don't know the kind of spirit you have, if we're of the same faith or not. So I don't really believe in love at first sight.
Okay, I do not believe in love at first sight because I feel most people mistake infatuation or physical attraction for love at first sight, because you cannot just love somebody at first sight. I don't think that's possible. Love has to grow. You get? So people mistake physical attraction. You can be attracted to the person when seeing the person for the very first time, but you cannot fall in love with the person. So I don't think I believe in love at first sight.
I believe in love at first sight because I actually found one and he also found me at first sight. We're not friends, we're nothing, but the moment we saw each other, there was this bond. So that's it.
We look at the meaning of toxic relationship. It's a relationship that is unhealthy and can cause you harm. Maybe when you're not supported, you're disrespected, or even manipulated. But I don't think there is love in a toxic relationship. There is no love in it.
No, there's no love in any toxic relationship. Because in a toxic relationship, there cannot be trust, there cannot be peace, there will not be fun. It's just going to be dynamic. So I don't believe in love in any toxic relationship.
To me, I feel like there is really, before ever the relationship is being so toxic, I don't think there is love there anymore. It's just that maybe the both parties are being ignorant of the fact that there is no love again. Maybe because of the bond, I don't know, the sexual bond they share, they feel like there is still love in that toxic relationship. I don't feel like, I don't think there is any love in a toxic relationship.
Well, there was this guy I met here in Port Harcourt, and he's actually from Ghana. I never knew he was a humanizer, and he has been telling me lies, he has been cheating on me. So one day I found out, I figured out that one, his mom was not in Ghana, she was here in Port Harcourt hustling. Secondly, he was cheating on me with my junior in school, and I figured out online on Facebook. So I kind of called her and asked her to like meet me up around. So I met her up and we spoke, and we actually set a trap for him to fall in, and he fell in. He came and denied me in front of her, telling her that I am not his girlfriend. She was the one. So that was her. I got my first breakfast.
So what really happened is that I used to like love a church boy. Let me say a church boy, because I'm also a church girl. You know, those church boy and church girl kind of relationship matters. So we moved, we were together for some time, and then we started making friends with a lady, another church girl of his own church. And me, the open girl now, if I go out and I come in, how many people did you see on the way? How many people talk to you? Just stuff like that. I didn't know that my church boy was actually taking all those our conversations to heart. Meanwhile, he had a friend from his church. According to him, she's a friend. And then, to cut the whole story short, he took it upon me that I've been seeing guys and all the rest, and then that how would I go out and somebody would want to take my number. This is actually what we discussed about, you know, how I like play with guys outside, you know, give them wrong numbers and all the rest. And then I later found out somebody that said he's no longer interested, he wants to go for a missionary journey. Only for me to find out the same person he has been behaving like she's his friend and everything. They actually said dating. So that is my breakfast story.
I met this guy in 2021, December 25th. We've been talking for a very long time. Before then, I think that was December 25th. That was when we started seeing and started dating. Okay. I don't know, we became very committed to each other. Not until one morning he was acting really strange, and I asked him what the problem was, and he said he just needed some space. I was like, okay. So I think after 3 weeks, I called him. He wasn't taking his call, so I had to check on him by texting him. I did, but he was acting really weird. So I was like, okay, if you're not really interested in the relationship, just open up. Not like I was even serious. Just open up and tell me, okay, baby, I'm not really interested in this whole thing. I'll move on. Not like I was very serious. So he opened up and he was like, he's not really assuring me anything. This one, that one, that one, that one. That is going through a lot. So that one. I was like, okay. I had to accept my fate, but it wasn't really easy. So I felt okay. I can beg him. Maybe let me go to his house. I went to his former residence. He wasn't around, my dear. They told me that he packed. I said okay. So when I left, I called him, texted him. I even called his friend. I was like, that I should just move on. This one, that one, that one. It was really heartbreaking. Later in that year, he told me he was getting married. You just had to see the reaction, my facial expression. But I feel like what is meant to be will be. You get what meant to be will be. So I felt we're not destined to be together. So that's why it happened. Like, well, I'm very okay now.
All right. I actually made up my mind that I will never love again. Never in my life will I love again, because boys has come. But there was, at this point, I found one fish, like the love of my life right now. I found him, and he actually made me move on. He actually made me found love again, and I came out of it. That was how I moved on.
I had to move on with the help of my special Uncle Ben. All thanks to Uncle Ben Kalio, because he was there for me. He gave me words of advice. I think we just had little conversation that would just take my mind off it. So Uncle Ben did a really great job for me. So every day I'm very grateful to Uncle Ben. So that's it. I just had to like forget about everything. So
Earlier, I said what I do for fun is singing. I only started doing so many things in church, like my normal singing and stuff like that. That is what actually took my time. I forgot about everything that really happened. I just have to move on now, because waiting one feed do now. Nothing I feed do now. I just today sing my singing. They go like that.
we've been talking anyways. We already accepted our fate. So we've been talking. I think the last time we even spoke was the first day. So we've been talking. We've been in good terms. So and yeah, we've been talking.
I won't say anything. I wouldn't be like, oh, that's cool. I wouldn't be like, Paddy, how far? How's life? Because to me, life is okay. Life is good. So I don't know about you. In fact, his appearance alone it will be difficult for me to talk to him, but the only thing I have to tell him is I've moved on, so try and move on. That's it.
The first question I go ask him, I say, as you leave me, I fine, I no fine. That's the first question I will ask him. And then secondly, because he said he wanted to be a missionary, I would ask him how far the missionary work. You don't go, come back. And then the third question I'll ask him is that same girl that you said she was your friend and you could later start having a relationship with, how far una don reach, una don marry? That's the only question I think I'll ask him.